Good morning America, today the 22nd of January 2026 news. Global markets rebounded after President Donald Trump eased tensions at Davos, saying the U.S. would not take Greenland by force and later suggesting tariffs would not be needed, signaling a possible deal and lifting Wall Street, Asian stocks and European futures. Gold and other precious metals fell as safe haven demand eased after President Donald Trump retreated from tariff threats and plans to seize Greenland by force. A stronger dollar also weighed on prices, with spot gold slipping 0.8% to $4,796.75 an ounce. The Trump administration's push on artificial intelligence faces political risks as rising power costs, data center opposition and job loss fears grow. Despite steady economic growth, Democrats are exploiting the backlash ahead of the 2026 midterm elections, where voter discontent could influence control of Congress. U.S. Supreme Court justices signaled skepticism toward President Donald Trump's effort to fire Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, indicating reluctance to lift a lower court order blocking her removal while her legal challenge proceeds, citing concerns over central bank independence. U.S. President Donald Trump backed away from threats to impose tariffs or use force to seize Greenland, signaling a possible deal with Denmark and easing tensions that had threatened the most serious transatlantic rift in decades. Japan's opposition lawmaker Sohei Kamiya warned the Bank of Japan may be raising interest rates too quickly, risking economic harm ahead of elections. He said his Sanseido party favors tax cuts, especially on consumption, and looser fiscal policy to revive growth. Oil prices edged higher after President Donald Trump eased tensions with Europe over Greenland, while supply disruptions in Kazakhstan and an improved 2026 demand outlook supported markets. Brent rose to $65.33 a barrel and U.S. crude climbed to $60.75 in early trading. Russian President Vladimir Putin will meet U.S. envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner in Moscow to discuss a possible Ukraine peace plan. Talks continue with Russia, Kyiv and European leaders, though no agreement has been reached despite President Donald Trump saying a deal is close. The U.S. dollar held overnight gains after President Donald Trump withdrew tariff threats against several European NATO nations and highlighted a Greenland deal framework. Improved risk sentiment and stronger jobs data pushed the Australian dollar to a 15-month high. Sweeping policy changes under Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. have unsettled vaccine makers, as anti-vaccine rhetoric has translated into revised U.S. inoculation schedules. The Trump administration recently ended long-standing recommendations for routine childhood vaccines, alarming investors and executives.